Call my name, it's like a little prayer. I'm down on my knees, I want to take you there. Can I say something? I feel like this is The Craft, man. Last boat departs at 6 p.m. They're really angling for Jaws. This does not... can I say something crazy? Maybe they want Jaws 2. Julie James, Pet Cemetery, Peter Pan, maybe. Okay, it's Mekhi Phifer. Wait, is this not? What did I say first? I said The Craft. Oh, the Faculty. Wait a second. Freddie Prinze Jr. Oh, is it just I Know What You Did Last Summer? I knew it was in that 90s fucking era. Is it I Still Know What You Did Last Summer? I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. That's crazy, man. You got it. I still know what you did last summer. Even ass movies had insane lighting back then. I mean, Nick, you are not lying. Like, look at this. If this shit was on Netflix, I know it's easy points, but like, if this shit was on Netflix, how fucking garbage would this shot look? Look at the way they built like a physical set. They got the light pouring in. They didn't find it like this, man. They didn't find it like this. This is staged. That takes a lot of... Look at all the candles and shit. Now they just, fuck it, just shoot it on your iPhone. We'll change the channels in post. Also, they would have done a split diopter shot right here. And just to score some points with the cinemati. They would have been, oh, check it out. Oh, damn. All the Letterboxd reviews would have been like, wow, there was really no reason this movie had to go so hard with the split diopter shot. That's cool, though. Okay, you should see Lee Cronin's The Mummy then. Boy, do I have a fucking movie for you, man. Anyway, give me a second here as we move on. He knows. I know, I ain't past the bar, but I know a little bit. Enough that you want to use my diopter to split. You haven't seen Lee Cronin's The Mummy? He's right, you know. Morgan Freeman? He's right, you know. Some loser on Letterboxd would have said, in all seriousness, despite the score, we need more movies like this. A decent, honest movie with some tough emotional moments and a few laughs. Some astonishingly good camera work for such a small movie. Okay, but that's literally my review of Is This Thing On? Directed by Bradley Cooper and, of course, starring Will Arnett and Laura Dern. And Bradley Cooper as Balls. That's my own review echoed back to me. And in my defense... that movie does have some fucking astonishingly good shots for a movie of its scope. I think it's incredibly well shot. And I do think we need more movies like that, even though I gave it a 3. Small movie, but it's full of A-listers. Bro, Will Arnett is not an A-lister unless we're talking about in the realm of podcasting. He's a B-lister, okay? He's known. He's not Timothée Chalamet, okay? He's not Zendaya or something like, he's not Tom Cruise. He's a B-lister. He's Batman in the Lego movie. In the Lego movie. Anyway. Well, most expect them to take Fernando Mendoza tonight. Who did the Raiders draft last time they had the number 1 overall pick? Bro, Jamarcus Russell. I would literally watch the draft. Drew Bledsoe played at this Pac-10 school before he went number 1 overall in 1993. Cal. In Steph Curry's first career playoff series, he helped the Warriors upset this 57-win team that featured Andre Iguodala in the 2013 first round. Andre Iguodala, probably the Lakers, right? Makes perfect sense. The Azure and Continental are made by Lincoln. One thing's... what the fuck? Oh, the Bentley Continental. Why did I think Lincoln Continental? That stings. Can I say something, though? This is not about Bentley, it's about Lincoln. One thing that's true, you would think when I was a kid, the only people who drove Buicks were old people. Same for Lincolns. It's been 30 years since I was a kid. To this day, the only people I see driving Buicks are old people. How is that? Like 30 years ago, I would have been like, well, eventually they're not going to be, people that were 30 when Buicks were old people cars are going to be old. And they're like, I don't want to be old. I'm going to drive something that's not a Buick. But they're still driving Buicks. I guess something about like turning 65 has you really start looking at Buicks a little bit differently. You'll be old one day and understand. I mean, it's true with Lincolns too. Whenever I see someone driving like a Range Rover, I'm like, I have no idea how old they are. All I know is that they don't give a fuck about the upkeep costs of that beast. When I see someone driving a Lincoln Navigator, I'm like, give them a wide berth because this motherfucker is easily 80 plus. That's Tina Fey and Kurt Russell. Crazy caller on Kurt Russell there. Richard Feynman's in Celebrity Mashup? The fuck is Richard Feynman? No, nobody on Barstool is going, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Richard Feynman and Enrico Fermi. Okay, that shit is not happening. You can delete Richard Feynman, the physicist who was part of the fucking Manhattan Project at Los Alamos, New Mexico. You can delete him from the Daily Dozen. That shit is going to get a 0%. This is more your speed, okay? One of this regional chain's signature items is the three-way. Spaghetti topped with their secret receipt chili. Secret receipt chili? You can't eat that. It's got BPAs and a mound of cheddar cheese. Okay, there's only one chili restaurant I'm aware of, and I do think it's served on top of spaghetti. Can I tell you something crazy? Dropping my kid off at school this morning, I swear to God, she made a Gummo reference. And I don't know where she saw it unless they're watching it in kindergarten. We're walking from our car to the school. And she said, Daddy, did you know some parents let their kids eat in the bathtub? And I went, yeah, if you're Gummo. And then she laughed. I went, what the fuck? Why are you... My kid just clocked my Gummo reference? Like, what the hell happened? Maybe she derived Gummo from base principles. With the actors' first names as the title, from 2010 to 2015, this freeform sitcom starred the actress who played Sabrina the Teenage Witch and an actor known for a whoa catchphrase. With the actors' first names... With the actor, singular, possessive, first names as the title, it was the title from 2010 to 2015, but it could have been on the air for decades. This free form, which it's a proper noun, so this must be the network, sitcom starred the actress who played Sabrina the Teenage Witch, who is probably not Melissa Joan Hart, because she was really busy filming like God's Not Dead 4 during this time period, and an actor known for a whoa catchphrase. So this is Melissa Keanu. Actress and an actor, Melissa. Oh my God, it's Melissa and Joey. Melissa and Joey. An actor, okay. An actress who, I have no idea. I don't really know what this is. Joey's from Blossom. The Mayim Bialik show? And Melissa is Melissa Joan Hart. All right. What the hell is Freeform? This shit had 6 seasons on fucking Freeform, man. It was Freeform's biggest show. Joey, yeah. It is true that in his later years, he would not carry a gun. I'm around too many children, he'd say. They should never know of one. Okay, bro, you're the one who got into the mafia. This 2009 documentary about Michael Jackson's prep for a Vegas residency that was canceled due to his death grossed over $250 million. This is called like This Is It. This Is It, Michael Jackson. Bullet with Butterfly Wings, Cherub Rock in 1979. Oh, I wonder, bro. This is Richard Feynman. Yeah, it's the Smashing Pumpkins. 50%. Cars was a tough one. The Celebrity Mashup, everybody got it, man. Is This It is better than This Is It? I would say probably yes. I would say that the Strokes debut album is better than the Michael Jackson concert documentary. That makes sense to me. As good as it gets, though, Unc was crazy when he threw the dog down that elevator shaft. He says some stuff to Greg Kinnear that you can't take back. Nah, man, maybe he's okay. Well, but how does Helen Hunt? It kind of stretches the bounds of realism when Helen Hunt falls for Jack Nicholson in the movie. And it's not because he's old and not well groomed. It's just like, he's just not a good person. He's just not a good person in the movie. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm talking about As Good as It Gets from 1997. He does do that thing with the sunglasses, though. He does. Why don't you shut your cornhole and give me a chicken salad sandwich? He's saying shit like that. He's always saying some shit like that's not, I don't think he says that, but you can imagine him saying that in the movie. He says stuff like that. Great Nicholson. I'm on a hot streak with impressions. People like the Gordon Ramsay one yesterday too. It's kind of popping off. It's kind of popping off lately. They're saying I can capture the spirit of celebrities, if only for a brief instant. Yankee Hotel Foxtrot is 24 today. Who gives a fuck, man? Charlie Kaufman's 67. Fiction, pulp fiction, science fiction, historical fiction, literary fiction. Kinds of fiction. My very eager mother just served us 9 pennies. These are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars in the fucking mnemonic to remember the order of the planets in our solar system. Oh my God! Holy shit! Types of steak, a skirt steak, a flank steak? Maybe not. Whammy. Wait, Devo, Wham, Asia, Toto. These are 80s pop groups. Starting with 4-letter 80s bands. I'm doing the MJ one where he puts his arms out to the side and goes... I'm doing that one. I don't think I can do the kick, but I can do that one. That was a really good connections today. I mean, anyone else ever sing Cosmic Pinball as your school musical? Cosmic Pinball, take me away. I want to fly through outer space, whatever you say. It's a big galactical ride, and you'll be our guide to adventure. You don't know this? I don't think it's given a little bit of like Waiting for Guffman, but my ass did not go to the school plays. I was in it, but it was like compulsory. My teacher might have written it for all, and then every class. Like the whole school sang the Cosmic Pinball theme, like the fanfare from Cosmic Pinball. But then every class had their own planet. I can't remember what our planet was, which is crazy. But I do remember that we didn't have to sing Venus, Goddess of Love. And I was so stoked. Because I was like in the 5th grade. I was like, I don't want to sing a fucking love song to Venus, bro. That planet is stinky. It has to be S, man. Has to be Samsung. Has to be Samsung. It took a shot from the fucking diving bell and the butterfly, man. Has to be World War II. There's no shot. Can I say something? World War II does not. Well, you know what? Maybe World War II has 1 million searches on Google, but like 100 million on Bing, because that's the default on PCs that like old guys are using. Like me. Apple's got to clear that. It's got to be Apple over Narcissist. Narcissist does not have more searches than World War II, bro. English to Chinese has been trending up ever since Tip to Tip. I gotta try it, right? Damn, it stings. I'd say Michael Jackson probably still gets more monthly streams than Paramore. I'm not saying Paramore's not popular, but I mean, it's Michael Jackson, man. It's got to be Michael Jackson. This is always a tough one, man. It's always because in December, I do believe that you might be the most popular artist in the world, or at least one of them. Outside of December, I gotta try. I'm gonna go with Beyonce over Michael Bublé. Can I say, as far as Vancouver celebrities go, I put Michael Bublé close to the top. I'm not really fucking with his music that much. Obviously, he's an amazing singer with a great voice, but he's way more of a real human being than fucking Ryan Reynolds, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to disagree with that. I just want to say, like, if I am putting my trust in a Vancouver celebrity, I'm putting it into Michael Bublé. Because every once in a while, he does something very relatable and, like, crashes out during a call to, like, a local talk radio show about the Vancouver Canucks. And he knows what he's talking about. Like, he's on r/Canucks, man. He did luck out that Pepsi named their sparkling water like after his last name, for sure. I do believe that Ryan Reynolds is not a human being. I believe that inside of his solar plexus is a little alien with 2 levers that is operating in a way to accrue as much capital as possible. But that could change. That could change if he did like Van Wilder too. See, Kate's in chat. Kate's saying she owns all of Michael Bublé's albums. I support that. I'll never be like, oh, I don't want to listen to Michael Bublé. I think he's a good cultural ambassador, at least right now. And if you're watching this clip in like 2035 and he like pressed the button to nuke like the Vancouver Island community or something like that, I apologize. But I'm recording this in 2026, so I don't know. As of right now, he seems fine. Anyway, Beyonce is going to clear share. I think Jason Derulo is probably going to be a little bit overshare. Insane picture, man. I feel like this is really tough for me because Justin Timberlake has the millennial nostalgia, but he also has Trolls. Trolls is like, if you don't have any 5-year-olds like in your social network, you might not be aware that Trolls is probably like the 3rd highest grossing media property for the last 15 years. Trolls is so good and I'm 33. No, it's not. That's insane. You need to watch some, I didn't say adult movies, but you need to watch some movies that are made for grown-ups. Trolls is not peak. It's the worst kind of jukebox musical. I find it even worse than Sing and Sing 2, which I don't have a lot of respect for those either, despite their cultural cachet. It's really good. I've seen all 3 films. Yeah, me too. So you're fucking with Trolls Band Together. Trolls Band Together literally exists just to be like a vehicle for NSYNC as Trolls to sing a song together. That whole movie exists just so they could market it as being like, we got the Beatles back together. Like, are you trolling? Yes, and? Okay, it's got fucking Zosia Mamet in it for like 5 seconds. Big whoop, bro. This ain't fucking Lena Dunham, okay? This is Trolls Band Together. They don't have bangers. All of the songs are recontextualized from other media. They have no original songs. Well, okay, I think actually They might have like one or two original songs in the third one, but they suck. Actually, they don't, because Better Place is not that bad. That's pretty good. They had plenty of good original songs. Whatever, you're 33, your favorite movie is Trolls Band Together. I think Derulo clears. Really close, though. Probably go Justin Timberlake over Killy. I'm going to go Creed over Killy. It's just a great picture. It's great that it's, if I may, it's four of the same guy. It's just the same guy at four different times of his life. It is four dads. Should have baked bread on a Sunday morning, baking my bread. Probably Creed clears the Home Depot. Real talk, does anyone here work at a big box store? Because I have an interesting question. I've never worked in a big box store. I applied for Canadian Tire and did not get a call back this is like 2005. Do they have, is there like an app where all of these big box stores get their music from? Because everything is so in-house and siloed. There's no way they're just going, hey, store manager, like pick whatever you want to listen to today. There must be like a mandate, like they have a contract with some kind of music service that is like, for the next 5 years, we are going to provide your music to every single one of your stores. Some stores get a corporate playlist. We get given Spotify playlists to play. Then the other thing is, so like when you get given a Spotify playlist to play, do you then have to pay, and by you, I mean, Best Buy, for example. Do you have to pay commercial licensing costs on that? Because there's no way that they're just letting them fly. There's a corporate Pandora where you get the license along with it. Ah, interesting. To me, it seemed like it must be that. Because I've never been in a store that is a chain and been like, wow, this song's really good. So obviously every single one of them is tapping into the same way they all buy their food from Cisco. Like if you go to a grocery store at like 6 a.m, you just see all the Cisco trucks outside of it. They must also be getting all of their music from like the Cisco of music, essentially. If I have to hear Yamo Be There one more time. But like honestly, the older I get, the more I'm like, it's kind of awesome that they were playing Michael McDonald inside of the Speaker City or whatever it's called in 40-Year-Old Virgin. That's kind of, oh wait, we're not even done with this shit yet. Is it Speaker City? Is it Speaker City? It's called something like Smart Tech. Yes, it is Smart Tech. Oh, what a picture. Speaker City, I believe, is the store that Vince Vaughn owns. Yes, in Old School. Thank you. Yeah. Judd Apatow really, he must have sat in a room and brainstormed a lot of electronic stores that a single proprietor could own. Okay, Hamilton clears The Amazing Spider-Man. It's true. It's objectively true. The Artist is going to clear The Amazing Spider-Man. GoldenEye is criminally underrated in this. GoldenEye should be considered. Okay, I'm not going to go so far as to say that GoldenEye should be up there with Hard Boiled, but it should be in the class of action movies just below Hard Boiled, because this is actually peak James Bond once you get out of the 1960s. But for some reason, I think people have an anti-James Bond bias for some reason, and they just assume they watch so many that they're like they all kind of blend together. They should not blend together. GoldenEye is as close as Bond has ever been to a masterpiece in my lifetime, and the rest of the Brosnan ones are not very good, going all the way to like puerile dog shit in the form of Die Another Day. But GoldenEye is so good. Well, I knew it wasn't going to be there, but I clicked on it just out of respect for it. Goldmember is not even close to being as good as GoldenEye. Don't be ridiculous. That's insane. Casino Royale is so much better. They're both really, really good. They're both awesome. At any point when I was talking about GoldenEye, did I say fuck Casino Royale? Casino Royale is obviously also great. But Halle Berry, she fucking sucks in Die Another Day too. There's lots of strong female characters in Die Another Day that are fucking horrible. Madonna was a provocateur for like 50 years. She fucking sucks in Die Another Day too. Why the fuck does she have a British accent? She's teaching fencing, bro. You're Madonna. Which Bond is the Mission Impossible 2? I mean, it might. There's like at least 17 horrible James Bond movies. So you can really pick whichever one you want. But Die Another Day is pretty close to Mission Impossible 2 in that it's at that weird like turn of the millennium where it's like everything's going to be cyber. We're going to 3D print a dude's face and it's going to like it's going to be indistinguishable from if he actually looked like that, but it does not work well. It does anyway. But less motorcycles. Mission Impossible 2 is not good. John Woo is my GOAT. Mission Impossible movies are really good. MI2 is really bad. They both fucked up on that one. Creamy and delicious silk oat milk. Free from, yeah, we know it's free from a lot of stuff. It's defined by not being what it's supposed to be. And I love it for it. I don't know how much this is, which I guess is the game. But I mean, like, I don't know how big it is. It's three halves, so it's 1.5 gallons. 6 liters of oat milk. I would assume 6 liters of oat milk would run you like $12.99, $8.99. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a gallon and a half because there's no shot that it's going to be $7.99 for a gallon and a half of oat milk, right? I think it just doesn't make any sense. Did you see the Senators sent that guy to Taiwan? Okay, no politics, please. We're trying to talk hockey here. How about Timor-Leste? Timor-Leste not getting a lot of cachet in Global lately. 20,000 kilometers, huh? All right. Sweden? Madagascar. The fuck? The moon? The Gambia? Sure, man. Please fill out this field. What do you think I am? Grass? Senegal? We'll just go with Senegal then. 4,000. Could it be Brazil? Could it be Uruguay? Could it be Paraguay? Could it be Venezuela? Could it be Bolivia? Could it be Colombia? Ooh, could it be? Oh, it's okay. It's in the Guyana territory. It's adjacent. Could it be? Oh, the one day I don't get Suriname first. I always get Suriname number one. Fuck you, Timor-Leste. You fucking fucked me. The one day. Wait, did you? That's so true. It's kind of crazy Canada's independence came in 1867. That's based, man. That's fucking based. This is a Nordic state, man. This is Latvia. Fuck you. It's not a Nordic state. This is Armenia? This is Lebanon? No, it's 3,000 kilometers south of Armenia. Are you Ethiopia? You are Oman. You're Yemen. South, no, just Sudan. Djibouti every time. Every time. Every time, man. Looks like a guy pooping. Hang on, let me bring this back up. I have to say, I don't see it. I see it. I see it. He's hunched over. Like, these are, I'm assuming this is like, okay, obviously this is his hair. He's got like a Cowboy Bebop thing going on with the hair, or like a David Lynch. And then, like, he's got a hoodie on. So the poop can't be that bad because he's still got his shirt on. And then this would be his torso. Okay. So this is where his body bends. But why are his like knees so close to his chest? He's on his phone? Nah, man, I don't buy it. Pants pulled up? Though, like, these look like pants to me. I had a shirt off dump in Singapore. We went to a hawker center, and I went to one of the stalls and pointed at a dish, and then got the dish and ate it. And then the next morning, I think it's the first time since I quit drinking that I had a shirt off dump. Like, it had been a long, long time. What dish was it? It said sambal beef. Excuse me? I think I told you. It was the day that we had to fly to Japan. And you said my breath smelled like my poop. That's how you know your fucking intestines are fucked up. The gas was going in the wrong direction. It was tasty, I'm not gonna lie. Why would you need to take your shirt off? Have you lived a full life? You've never had a shirt off dump? I'm not saying they're a fake shitter. I'm just saying maybe you haven't been exposed to the same kind of environmental conditions that the rest of us have. Sometimes you get on the toilet and you realize, like, you get sweaty and you're like, this is a shirt off dump. It sounds crazy, but it's like there's some shits where you have to take your shirt off just so you can focus. Otherwise, it doesn't feel right. Like, it'd feel like driving without shoes on. Some shits you need to lock in, and you take your shirt off and it sends a message to you, like, subconsciously, that this is the kind of shit where you need to lock in. So you're fully nude taking a shit? Yeah, fully nude, obviously. I mean, what would I have on? Like a boutonniere or something? Obviously, my pants are off. It's weird clarifying questions. Socks? I had just gotten out of bed. I didn't have socks on. Did you turn off the lights? You guys, they're not real shitters. You guys were right. They're not real shitters. You can't turn off the lights. If anything, you would have to turn the lights up even more for a shit in which you take your shirt off. They just don't get it, man. July 15th, 1988. I was like almost out the damn oven, but not quite. Paramount had a big movie starring Eddie Murphy from 1988. It's a comedy romance. Is it like Coming to America? Comedy romance, Eddie Murphy. This summer, Prince Akeem discovers America. I did the sequel, y'all. My bad. Did the sequel on that one with the 2 in it. By the way, I need you guys to be strong and not go see A Devil Wears Prada 2. And you're going to say, why? Because of the number at the end of the title. Because I'm sorry, there's no way that they're giving interviews that they're like, it just felt like the right time. It's been 22 years. No way, man. They didn't need it. Why? I'm going to get so dressed up. I mean, you could have fun. I mean, I don't hate you for going to see it, but like, I just want you to know that you're part of the problem. I don't hate Stanley Tucci. I hate you going to see a movie just because it has Stanley Tucci in it. I better not see any 2-star reviews that are like, this movie sucks and it's everything wrong with Hollywood. Still, Stanley Tucci was baby girl in this. I don't want to see that. So many reviews are like, of movies that suck are like, yeah, this movie sucked. Everybody that was in it sucked, except, my favorite actor or actress who also happens to be insanely hot. They were good in this. They're innocent. Everybody else can go to hell. I want Anne Hathaway to get paid? Bro, she was Catwoman. She's fine, man. She was Cosette or whatever. I'm pretty sure Anne gonna be all right, okay? Anne's gonna be okay. Meryl's gonna keep eating. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm trying to think about who else. Emily Blunt, she's got that franchise money. Wait, you're right. A movie, 20, that's a movie just been in theaters for 50 years. That's Fantasia. I'm not going to debase myself by clicking on an actor for a Disney movie from like 1941. Okay, so like I'll just start with the genre and then a tagline. Love comes to the forest. Love comes to the forest, folks. And to you in one of the greatest love stories. That's Snow White, bro. That's not Snow White. She's got all the birds and shit. Donnie Dunnigan. Love comes to the forest, folk. And to you. One of the world's greatest love stories. Robin Hood. Blank's tale unfolds from season to season as the young prince of the forest. Is Bambi the young prince of the forest? I gotta be honest, I don't know fucking anything about Bambi except that the shit happens to her mom at the start. And then I thought Bambi was a female deer. This whole time. And I've seen the movie, but I saw it when I was like, I don't know, probably like 1. That's a doe? I don't see any fucking horns. What is this, like a 10-point buck? No idea, man. Thought I had something to say. Oh, it was about taglines. Love comes to the forest, folks. Can I tell you something? Let me get my phone out. I don't know if a tagline has ever done a film dirtier than An Autumn's Tale, which I watched today and gave 4.5 stars because I thought it was peak Chow Yun Fat. But here's the tagline, and it's only going to make sense if you've seen An Autumn's Tale. The tagline is, a story about a New York Chinatown cab driver who falls for a college student. That's not what the movie's about. At no point, first off, he is not a cab driver. He does odd jobs, but mostly he works in a restaurant. That's, I mean, for one sentence, half of the sentence just being factually incorrect is crazy. He does drive a car in the movie, but that doesn't make him a taxi driver. He also gets driven around. Okay, Warner Brothers, 9 million, Clint Eastwood. It's an action crime thriller. Probably like Dirty Harry 6 or something like that. What's the movie where Werner Herzog has the monologue about how he likes Dirty Harry, but he doesn't like poems? I have to see that. Is that a Harmony Korine movie? I have to see that. I got to put that. It's not Bad Grandpa or Shrek. Come on. It is Julian Donkey Boy. Thank you, Schloop. Julian Donkey Boy. Add it to the list. It's not on Criterion, though, I think. Is it on? Give me a second here. Julian Donkey Boy. It is on Criterion! What the fuck, bro? Add to list right now. Wait, no. I'm not in Criterion. I'm in Letterboxd. Of course it's on Letterboxd. It's a movie. Oh, man. Okay. That's embarrassing. Julian Donkey Boy. Osmotaz Buckshank. It is on Criterion! Add to my list. Saddest movie I've ever seen. We take those at 5:45 a.m. on the bike. Dirty Harry just learned a new game. What's Magnum Force is the second one? Magnum Force. Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry, Magnum Force. Okay, it doesn't exist. Force Majeure. Force Magnum. Guys, it doesn't exist. I don't know. That's the Deadpool. Bro, you look like RoboCop. Why are you holding the shit like RoboCop, man? You're bad! Bad! Clint Eastwood is Deadpool. Guy who just watched RoboCop? Okay, but he's holding the shit like RoboCop. If you saw RoboCop, you would get it. Bob Hoskins, 1988. Oh shit, it's Roger Rabbit! My ass was gonna put The Long Good Friday like a fucking idiot, man. And 20th Century Fox starring Tom Hanks from 1988. Philadelphia? That feels like a 91 jam to me. A fantasy drama. Oh, it's big. Or Splash, but it's big. 19th percentile, motherfucker. Are we ready to have the conversation that Tom Hanks in the 80s had the broccoli haircut? He might be the first Zoomer. He was mogging. He was mogging. Well, he was good nature maxing. Tom Hanks kind of the original Sigma, I would say. Can you imagine? It just like I know that Tom Hanks has kids. Tom, if you're listening, I apologize, but I think it needs to be said. It's hard to imagine Tom Hanks fucking and making the fucking Tom Hanks face and saying like dirty talking in his Tom Hanks voice. It's like really hard to imagine Tom Hanks having sexual intercourse. But he's obviously done it. He's probably fucking good at it if I had to guess. I can see him eating pussy. I can picture in my head. I can picture Tom Hanks eating pussy. I cannot see him fucking. Well, obviously he's done it, so it's a failure of imagination. Why? I don't know. It just he has eating pussy energy, but he doesn't come across. He doesn't present as a fucker. Why are you thinking about this? Well, I don't know, because I possess the most powerful computer that evolution has ever designed, and I'm using its myriad powers to come up with shit that I find novel and entertaining on a daily basis. Because we were all given a gift by the Almighty, and it would be a slap in the face not to use it to its true potential. Maybe that's why I'm imagining this shit. Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump, I can only imagine, because it's a distinct entity from Tom Hanks. Forrest Gump, I could see having intercourse, but I can only see him. I'm trying to think of the right way to like, he's on top, but he's bottoming, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like he's, yeah, and his eyes cross when he nuts. Yes, obviously, his eyes cross when he nuts. Yes, I see Forrest Gump as a submissive top. I guess that's a good way to describe it. I have to think about that further. I can do this. It's Ryan Gosling. It's Albert Brooks to broadcast news, and then you just stay there because you're in broadcast news. Why would you want to go anywhere? Tim Trella, man, you got like video game mini boss head. I mean that as a compliment, by the way. I don't know what I'm doing down here in Drive. Trying to get to American History X, but of course, mostly just trying to get to Swanky. Swanky. Oscar Isaac has done some shit. The Coen Brothers, An American Story. And then I would be surprised if Frances McDormand was not in that. Really? Frances not fucking with the Coen Brothers? Did I pick the right Coen? Probably go to Shooting Blood Simple. And then go back to Joel Coen, and then go to Blood Simple, a conversation with Dave Eggers, and then we'll go to Dave Eggers. We'll go to Gigantic, A Tale of Two Johns. Fucking Ira Glass is in this shit. All of a sudden, Frank Black is in this. I'm about to get myself into Yo La Tengo, bro. You take Ira Glass to Yo La Tengo. We take Autumn Sweater to Autumn in New York with Charlize Theron, and then we're at Swanky. You give me Frank Black, and then of course we take that to Fight Club. Okay, you're fucking pissing me off because he's in Fight Club. Frank Black is in Fight Club. He has a song in Fight Club. Yeah, that's his voice. If I went Albert Brooks to Finding Nemo, you wouldn't be like, Albert Brooks isn't in it. His voice is a fish named Marlin. You would be like, of course he's in it. Lower your voice? Sorry. Oh, fuck, the magnificent Jacques Tati with Frank Black? Hell am I doing here, man? Oh shit, REM, are you here? REM poster? Probably go to REM in view 1988 to 2003. And then Andy Kaufman to Thank You Very Much. To Jerry, I gotta see this. Jerry Before Seinfeld. That's gotta be good. Guys, where are we going? Where the hell are we? Thank you very much. The Demon, a film about Andy Kaufman. Okay, it's Jerry Before Seinfeld. This has like 8 people in it, bro. It's got Ed Koch in it. It's the most cursed filmography in human history. Holy shit. Taxi driver. Fahrenheit 9/11. Eddie, the Whoopi Goldberg movie. Okay, we can do something with that. Damn, Ed Koch he's getting his SAG card. Give me the Muppets Take Manhattan. Sir, the question was, is this your handwriting? It's really a who's who. The gangs are... I almost want to go back to maybe the start. I guess I could go Elliot Gould. Isn't he in The Cable Guy? No, I got him confused with the motherfucker from Just Shoot Me Again. Seagal, that's the one. Okay, so now Elliot Gould and George Seagal, who I always get confused, were also in the movie about George Seagal. That's fucking insane. And then that lets you go to The Cable Guy. Something's not right, man. This is a fucking simulation. And then you go Ben Stiller, The French Dispatch. He's not in that. But Ben Stiller has been in movies with Owen Wilson, Starsky and Hutch. Why am I going to the Royal Tenenbaums? No, I'm not. I'm going to Wes Anderson. Because if we could just find The French Dispatch, that gets you to Frances McDormand, which gets you to Nomadland, which gets you to Swanky, which gets you to David. And then you just get out anywhere, maybe an Interview with God. Maybe we've made a huge mistake because now we're talking about Charlby Dean. Charlby Dean, of course, oh, she was in Triangle of Sadness. Okay. And now we're getting to Ed Norton. I would say you go Woody Harrelson here. Dolly D. Or you could go Zlatko Buric to Bleeder. Don't watch it. And then you could take Kim Bodnia to F1. Don't watch it. We're clearing out all of 2026's 2.5-star films as reviewed by me. And then Brad Pitt and Ed Norton were in Fight Club together. Do watch it. It also has Frank Black in it. Time? Fuck you, F1's not 2.5. It's really bad. It's not a good movie. It is definitely not better than Fight Club. That's insane. It's actually a 1. It's not a 1. A 1 is pretty insulting. I'm going to say that it's a 2.5 because that's what I gave it. Maybe I gave it a 2. I can't remember. Lawnmower Man was a 1. Lawnmower Man I gave it a 1.5. The Discord respectfully requests you add Aquafina and Chet Hanks to your island. I'm not taking any recommendations from people who are suggesting what me's to add to my Tomodachi Life island at 10:15 a.m. on a Thursday. That's ridiculous. Add Swanky. What's the end game for adding Swanky? Okay, so now I've got Swanky on my island. When I see her, I go, that's Swanky. What's her catchphrase? First catchphrase, I'm Swanky. Okay, what do we do when she hits level 3? I can't give her a van with a bucket. Like there's no other characterization for Swanky. She's just a normal human being. You should work for Illumination Studios. Okay. You know what? I have to say apologies to Bo Horvat. He always did right by the Canucks. He had that one interview where he made the playoffs with the Islanders and said, I'm happy to be here. This is the first time I've ever experienced an atmosphere like this. So I'll tell you that for free. I took that the wrong way, but he never disrespected the Vancouver Canucks audience. That's my GOAT. JT Miller, Quinn Hughes, no, they're not. They ain't invited. Bo Horvat, I would love to go on the grouse grind with you, okay? You ever find yourself, bro, let's go book a table for 2 at Fable. Let's go get some brunch in the off season, which started very, very early for you this year. Vancouver Canucks under 100 plus games played in his career. Tom Willander. He's just it's like a Funko Pop or something, man. And then Carolina. is Eddie Lack. I could do that 100%. And then I mean, Mikko Rantanen played for you for like 5 seconds, I think. Dallas and the New York Islanders. Dallas under 100 games played in their career. I literally just have no idea. Because they've been good for so long that their young players have like 500 games already. I genuinely don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, Wyatt Johnston and Jason Robertson have played more than 100 games. So I got to think about this. Rangers and Islanders. Am I crazy to think maybe Pat LaFontaine kind of suited up for both? That's the GOAT right there. He's even wearing the classic Sabres uniform. Under 100 games played for the Rangers. Absolutely no idea. Probably whoever they draft third this year. Carolina and New York should be easy, though. I feel like I want to say Doug Weight. Got a little Stellarian sort of visage to him. Have you noticed this? Dallas? I feel like maybe like Darian Hatcher? Is this... okay. We've gone too far. I'll settle for that. Let's end the game there. View stats. Who we got? Bill Guerin. Okay, that makes a lot of sense because it's right. Okay, Andre Miller. The most guessed guy for both the Rangers and the Stars, I've literally never heard of, to be honest with you. I've never heard of Perreault. I've heard of some Perreaults. I've never heard of Hyrie. Wasn't that I have no idea. Yeah, Mods, you gotta stop ex St. Jude here. What are you doing? You all right? Are you undergoing a mental crisis right now? He's fine. VIP him. I mean, he was chatting yesterday. They were chatting yesterday. Give me a second here. /user St. Jude. They were chatting normally. They were banned 10 seconds ago. Let me see. What did they type? Okay. They were saying Hamilton, 3D printing from the original Mission Impossible. And then for some reason, they just started putting a bunch of pluses. Like a staggering amount of pluses. Chatting in the car and got in a car accident. I mean, here, let's /unban ex St. Jude. You're back. No, man, they're just still putting pluses. I mean, you got to respect that. They went right back to, wait. My cat lies on the plus and enter buttons all the time. Just don't want it to create mods, just let him chill for now, okay? Just let him chill for now. They're all right. Wait, you're right. You got to hold shift to hit plus. Or maybe it's a numpad situation. Could be a numpad. Numpad and enter. Oh, the plus and the enter on the numpad are right adjacent. I think we let them chill. They've been around for a while. They've been around for a while. They got a bubble shield. Just chill, bro. People are going to come into chat and go like, what's going on with this chatter that just puts pluses? Bro, that's ex St. Jude. They're just, I don't know. They just felt like putting pluses today. Mind your own business. Makes them feel more comfortable with our highly overstimulating chat environment. Ain't hurting anybody. Who cares? I know some of y'all watching this with those bright blue headphones on. You're gonna ask me to call out St. Jude for typing their comfort letter in chat? No shot, man. No shot. Francis McDormand! You're so fucking real. Francis McDormand, A to H, blood simple. If I see him, I'll be sure to give him the... 2 months ago, this would not have been 10.9%. This would have been like 8% maximum. Fargo would have been like 98%. Blood simple is coming way up, and we're a big part of that wave. Title starts with IP. Title starts with QZ. Women talking. How the Starbucks barista looks at you when you order a large. Sorry, I just like the joke format, to be honest. It starts with IP. Francis McDormand, IP. IJK, LMNOP, LMNOP, LMNOP. She's been in movies, bro. Frances McDormand, she's in Burn After Reading. She's in Fargo. She's in Blood Simple. She's in Women Talking. She's in 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. She's in Nomadland. 61%. All right, we might have to do something about X St. Jude. It's happening more often. Because so I was kind of testing, okay? They had been posting the pluses more often. But then when I said we have to do something about it, the frequency of their posting went way down. There was a period, there were like 2 or 3 messages a second. Then as soon as I said we got to do something about this, messages stopped. This will be crazy if they died. And that's like their head on the keyboard. But also, what's not going to be good is that people are going to be like, oh, I bet you regret saying that shit. How am I supposed to know, bro? How am I supposed to know if they died on the keyboard? There's no way I could possibly know it. It's not like I engineered the situation. I have no impact on it. I'm merely making observations. There was a time we would talk about a celebrity on the NLSS, and then like a month later, they would be dead. And then people would be like, I bet you regret that shit you were saying about a celebrity. It's like, no, man, I didn't do that shit. That's what people's hearts do when they get old. It's coming for all of us. The great unwinding. Wait, really? Why are you? I don't know if it's even okay to ask this. Are you male? Because if you're cut from the same cloth as a fellow like me, this is probably where it goes wrong. This is like the median cause of death for motherfuckers like us. But there's myriad ways that the flesh becomes unbound from the spirit. What, do you want me to list them? Jared Leto starts with A to H. My So-Called Life, Jordan Catalano. We'll go Blade Runner 2049. Q to Z, people probably forgot this movie came out like last year. Wrong. Title starts with I to P, starring Jared Leto. Starring Jared Leto with I to P. Mark David Chapman, the movie. I don't know what the movie was called, where he was Mark David Chapman. Natalie Portman, I to P. We go Lucy in the Sky. Noah Hawley kind of fucked up that one, but that's okay. A to H, I'm a big fan of Closer on this one. 8.4%. Look, they're also happy. They're also happy. It's just a movie about two happy couples that go out to dinner with each other. Those who know. Pretty good movie, though, all things considered. Q to Z. Q to Z with Natalie. How about V for Vendetta? And then, it's a funny fucking poster now. Jared Leto, he's in Blade Runner 2049. He's in Tron Ares. He's in the Suicide Squad movie. He's in My So-Called Life as Jordan Catalano. He's in Fight Club. He's in 30 Seconds. He's in Panic Room with Dwight Yoakam. He's in Morbius. That's so real. There he is right there. I haven't seen Arco yet. Kind of crazy that Thin Red Line was the lowest percent. I didn't know Jared Leto was in that. That makes sense, I guess. Just saw Dwight Yoakam live a few days ago. Very encouraging news, honestly. I'm great to hear that. I'm great to hear that. You know, the brain's not getting any better, okay? Get used to it.
Dumplings. A noun meaning a small mass of dough cooked by boiling or...
Well, is it small or is it massive, honey?
Harmonious. A adjective meaning having agreement among musical components.
Doesn't have to be musical.
Emerge. A verb meaning to become manifest. Silly. A adjective meaning...
Post the emote.
Dandelion. A noun meaning...
Yep, there it is.
Police. A noun meaning the department of government concerned primarily with maintenance of public order, safety, and health and enforcement of laws, and possessing executive, judicial, and legislative powers.
I think there must be some mistake. That's not the definition I'm used to.
Posada. A noun meaning an inn in Spanish-speaking countries. The word originates from the Spanish posar, meaning to lodge, derived from late Latin
Posada? Jorge Posada, former second baseman for the New York Yankees.
Paleozoic. A adjective meaning of related.
Paleozoic. He was a catcher? Whatever. Who played? Oh, I was thinking of Alfonso Soriano. My bad.
Acutely. A adjective meaning debilitate. A verb meaning to impair the strength.
He was left field? Who played 2B for the Yankees then? Chuck Knobloch? Robinson Cano? Before that, before Robinson Cano. Mark Texiera? Before Mark Texiera. Soriano definitely played some 2B. Look at this. See? Bro was moving all around the field, and now they're like, Soriano was in left field. They don't know All-Star Baseball 98 like me.
Torturous. An adjective meaning very unpleasant or painful.
Torturous.
Orchids. A noun meaning any of a...
Susan Orlean.
Aversion. A noun meaning a feel... Kaffeeklatsch. A noun meaning an informal social gathering for coffee and conversation. Kaffeeklatsch is a German term formed from Kaffee, meaning coffee, and Klatsch, meaning gossip. Kaffeeklatsch.
Fuck! I really thought we had Kaffeeklatsch. Are you going to watch Mile End Kicks? Nick, are you here? How did you see Mile End Kicks? Also pissed me off, you reviewed it and said 2011 wasn't real, open parentheses, I was 12 years old. How the fuck did you review Mile End Kicks already? Where did you watch it? You weren't at a fucking film festival at Osheaga or some shit like that. Is out in Montreal? They don't live in Montreal, okay? So how the fuck did you see it? How the fuck did you see it, man? Is what I'm asking you. You weren't fucking there when Apologies for the Queen Mary came out. You weren't fucking there in 2005 when I'll Believe in Anything by Wolf Parade dropped, okay? You probably discovered the Arcade Fire because of the Where the Wild Things Are trailer. You weren't there when Funeral dropped and Pitchfork Media gave it a 9.6 out of 10, okay? You don't know shit about Islands. You know the unicorns. You weren't there when they spun it out into Islands and Rough Gem dropped and Don't Call Me Whitney Bobby dropped. So how the fuck did you see it?
Wrath. A noun meaning strong vengeful anger or indignation.
Literally, this is the ending of 7. That's the ending of the movie 7. If you haven't seen it by now, fuck you. Shit came out 32 years ago, 67 years ago. So you haven't even told me yet, how have you seen it? I'm 41 and Canadian. This is the first crash out I completely relate to. They don't know, they weren't there. They discovered Owen Pallett in retrospect. They didn't see him play the entirety of He Poos Clouds at Osheaga. They didn't see Final Fantasy play at Hillside, bro. They didn't see it. They didn't see Handsome Furs at North by Northeast. They don't know shit about Obi Jew. Anyway. Why are you yelling? It's Canadian indie rock from the mid-2000s, bro. Damn, Dole's taking a minute today, huh? Having a good time, though. You guys fucking with Library Voices? Whatever happened to Library Voices, man? Anyone here from Regina? Is Library Voices still playing? Kinda? Nah, nobody knows. What are you talking about? It's Western Canadian indie rock from the year 2009. What happened to Japandroids? I think they were like, we're out of music, so they broke up. They kind of got the good ending. It's a potato bun. It's a potato. It looks good. It looks like it's from Central Europe. Like, this shit definitely looks Austrian to a guy like me. Maybe it's from France. Duchess potatoes. Yum. Eraserhead ass. When your friend says, hey, you've got to meet the baby, like, what the it is obscene. Thank you for saying that. That's exactly what this is obscene. It's got garam masala, so I'm going to try India, I suppose. Borders it to the northwest. I guess I'll try Pakistan then. Charga. Sure, man. I mean, that's what meat looks like. I can't really be mad at the country for that, but... Bread. Sultana's glacé cherries. Say this is from France. That's hot. Ireland? The Fat Rascal, huh? From Scotland. The United Kingdom. Sure, man. I'd yum it. It's bread. We're really running out of foods, huh? Yeah, baby. You really are a fat rascal. I have to say, Poffertiers look pretty fucking good, man. Yankee pancakes. Broncos versus Raspabal. Very similar sort of dish. I mean, I think I think I would like them both. I think I would like this one more. At least they're close. Cavatelli's pretty fucking good, but then on the other hand, this one lets you go Mandel Cub. Something about the bread is scary to me, man, and the sauce. Like what this, it just doesn't. It doesn't look right. Just doesn't look right. But this is nothing. I think it's got to be that. Beef chow fun versus Coranto. To go with noodles and beef mixed together. Kusaya, but it is from Japan, versus, I would say, not to give anyone a complex, but the kind of stool that would have you Googling. That's a Googleable stool for sure. At the very least, you would be like, you would type into Google smooth red stool. Stool is red and very smooth. Plump red smooth stool. I mean, this just doesn't look good. No offense. I mean, there's problems with this as we've discussed, but Agadashi tofu is pretty fucking good. It's the dominant form of tofu that exists on planet Earth. Falau appears to be baguette and tripe, or shredded ham. Just a shredded ham salad. I'd probably go with the tripe on that one. Hargao versus budae-jjigae. Budae-jjigae, one of my least favorite forms of Korean food. I'm not saying that I am in the right on that one. A lot of people really seem to like it. I guess I'm just a different kind of beast that doesn't like my soup to have Kraft singles and cut up hot dogs in it or whatever. So I'm going to go with the dim sum instead. Kabsa versus pasaha apam. Are you a bread? Rice and dal grind into a smooth batter. After fermenting, it's steamed. We go with the other one. Crush the average, at least. What's going on with X St. Jude? They're plus posting for some reason. How high would you draft Jordan Love? I got to start thinking about fantasy football again. Last year, I lost in the quarterfinals. I'm pretty sure it's because my quarterback room consisted of C.J. Stroud, Shedeur Sanders. I drafted Anthony Richardson. In hindsight, probably not something you would really put a high priority on for the 2025-2026 season. I mean, I don't think he's QB1. QB1, you still got to give some respect to probably like Josh Allen, right? And you probably, it's an interesting season for Lamar as well. You got to think about it. That's true. I did have Kyler Murray for a while too. I gotta play the waiver wire a little bit more this year. We also need to find a replacement for Oven Heat. Oven Heat, can I say Oven Heat got off easy for getting into the 12-person fantasy league and then not even drafting and never setting their roster. We could have held Oven Heat's feet to the fucking fire a little bit more. There are people who would have beaten the door down to be the 12th member of the fantasy football league, okay? But it was kind of awesome when you needed like a win to get into the playoffs and you're like, oh, don't even worry about it. I'm playing Oven Heat, the guy who we drafted for and just gave him the people with the funniest names. But then all of a sudden, Chuba Hubbard is putting up like 240 yards a game or something like that. And you're like, what the fuck? Turns out football players with humorous names are oftentimes like really, really good at football. Could be a viable strategy. We can recreate it in aggregate. Don't even talk to me about Ladd McConkey. I traded him for Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr., bro, got like appendicitis or something and then decided he just didn't want to play for the Cardinals anymore. He was like, I got a tummy ache. I'm going to miss this game. Also, I don't see myself coming back for the rest of the season. I don't know, man. I think the hot dog looks pretty good. Cheesy chips with no cheese, or pie, crinkle chips, peas, and gravy. I mean, at least this is kind of like doing something. There's no cheese. You can't be voting for that with no cheese. That's false advertising. Cheeseburger with onion and brown sauce versus Moroccan beef kefta on skewer. Looks pretty bad, but better than this, I think. Never mind. Roast potatoes with beef and gravy or hot dog. I mean, if this is what it looks like in the picture, I don't want to know what it looks like IRL, man. You could just keep that shit in the bun as far as I'm concerned. Sunday roast. I'll go with a beautiful Sunday roast served in a Yorkshire pudding versus bread with red. Listen, I could get down a little bit with some of the Central European cuisine, but the slice of bread with red onion on it is kind of crazy. Wolfie's plant-based tenders versus hot dog. So there's Wolfie. I have one problem for you, okay? Piece of actionable feedback. The tenders look like fish and chips. The fake chicken looks like real fish. Something's not. It's something to do with the breading is not quite right. It's more of a battering. The hot dog honestly looks fine. For £5.70 at the World Cup. I mean, that's the World Cup. That makes sense to me. But I mean, this is obviously a little bit more ambitious. £5.70 for a hot dog? Bro, you went to the, I can't be getting baited by this. You went to the World Cup. You're at the World Cup. That's like getting DoorDash to space and being like, what do you mean it was like $10,000 for KFC? Like, you're at the World Cup. Of course it's going to be expensive. £5.70 for a hot dog at the World Cup, it seems almost austere. Salt and pepper munchbox versus mustache pretzel with a cactus lemonade. Nah, we ain't doing all that. It should be cheap because you spend a lot on the ticket. After all this time, you still don't understand capitalism. The prices will be set at what the market will bear. Millionaires are in the stands. They don't give a fuck about paying £5.70 for a hot dog. They can charge £5.70 because there's millionaires in the audience. It's got to be pie, chips, and curry sauce. Cheesy chips looks really bad. Like insane. And not just because it's unmelted. This looks like this is not cheese. This is like Daiya dairy-free cheese. And this is what it looks like when it melts. This looks pretty horrible, but better for sure. Chips and curry sauce looks pretty good. Sausage baguette. It looks like something you'd make at home, which is it may be where you are considering what we're looking at here, but pizza slice, pretty bad. Okay, it's hard to parse this one. Takis and a can of Pacifico for £20.45 at the Dignity Health Sports Park. Would you describe this meal as being emblematic of the values of dignity or health? Chips and a beer? So the price is obviously obscene. Can I say something without making you hate me? It pisses me off that people will buy this and then complain about the price, as if the price was like not on the menu when they ordered it. Like you had an opportunity to engage in an act of quiet rebellion, but you said like, fuck you, beep. Like I find that a very impotent sort of rage. To be like, can you believe how much I paid for this? Like, that seems crazy to me. That being said, the pizza is really bad. I think we gotta go for the pizza. Easy Scranner. Tall boy, a beer at the stadium's around $20. I hear you, man. At the Canucks games, it was like became like $23 for a 20-ounce beer, maybe 24 ounces. So it's kind of like 2 beers, but still, that was when I was like, you know what? I could just never come to a game ever again. How would you like that, Francis? Mr. Aquilini. And then I'm kind of like still on that shit. And I was fucking living large this year, not seeing that on ice product. Ended up being a great tactical decision executed at like the perfect time. The fuck do you mean Bandle, bro? We haven't even done thrice yet. We haven't even done kind of hard golf. A Doppler-like effect of light from distant galaxies that are moving away from us, that's redshift, bro. Shredded Ralston was the original name for what cereal with rice, corn, and wheat versions? Rice Krispies. The classic shooter Doom was modded into an original video game that was packaged with what General Mills cereal in the 90s? Cap'n Crunch? Crisscross cereal. It's Chex. You'll have to forgive me this one. Chex is not as big in America as it is or it's not as big in Canada as it is in America. I've seen Chex here, but like Chex is not in the top 5 cereals for sure. I mean, you got Kashi Goleen Crunch, Lucky Charms, Oatmeal Crisp. Is America fucking with Oatmeal Crisp? Oatmeal Crisp is pretty good. It's not top 5 here either. No Honey Bunches of Oats. Honey Nut Cheerios are pretty fucking good. I don't really give a shit about regular Cheerios, but Honey Nut Cheerios and the apple cinnamon ones, pretty fucking good, man. In American Sign Language, the only 2 letters of the alphabet that require you to make a hand motion are Z and what other consonant? Let's say Q. That's a weird one. Still one of the least used. Which letter didn't become a regular part of the alphabet until the 1600s? I'm trying to think of the Scrabble letters that are like worth the most. Q, J, X, X. Oh. When it's pronounced at all, what letter usually sounds like an H in Spanish? J. Okay, we take those. St. John's is the capital of what Canadian province whose population is confined almost entirely to a certain island? That's Newfoundland. You might say, actually, big ups to Thrice for putting Newfoundland and Labrador, because that is actually correct. Because you were probably going to say, I thought it was just an island. Well, Newfoundland is, but don't forget about Labrador. I don't know if that's how it's spelled, but I imagine they did their fucking checking. You don't know shit about the fucking Gaspé Peninsula, bro. It is spelled like that. That's crazy. In a 2023 track dissing her cheating ex, Gerard Piqué, what monogamous pop star sang he traded away a Ferrari for a Twingo? That's Shakira. Can I say something? I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't say it. I think if you're 50 years old, it's beneath you to be making a diss track to your ex-husband. or your ex-wife for that matter. It just strikes me as I don't want to imagine myself at like age 22 and then seeing like a news article that's like my mom just dropped a diss track. Like I'm trying to establish myself in the world. She's literally 49. Oh, I'm just saying. Whatever happened to the best revenge is living well. I mean, she got that Zootopia money, bro. Don't need to be making a diss track to Gerard Piqué. But did Gerard Piqué make a diss track the other way? Yes? Well, then all's fair in love and war. Wasn't as good. Yeah, but how many World Cups has she won or whatever? Sort these artists by their all-time streams on Spotify, starting with the most. All right, so this is going to be bad, obviously. I think that Bad Bunny has the fewest streams because he, to me, is the newest member of the Popularity. Taylor Swift been building views for 14 years. Ariana Grande, I don't encounter her too much. But I believe she's pop. The Weeknd, for a while, was the biggest artist on Spotify. It would not surprise me if he actually has more streams lifetime than Taylor Swift. I'm not 100% committed to this. I'm not married to this take, but I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. I already know what it is.
Oh my God.
It's a sandwich from a bakery that puts a pickle in the tray. 100%. Hey.
I can't believe you got yourself a sandwich.
I'll have 2 sandwiches. Thank you.
Why is it so warm in here?
I had my heat on because it was cold.
It's so cold.
But you could turn the heat on.
It got to be the coldest day.
I think I just lost some aura for having the heat on in my office. It was chilly down here when I came down. I think well, let's start with the obvious. I have no fucking idea, but I'm just going to send it like this. Okay. I would swap those, and then I think, let's put Bad Bunny at 3 and Travis Scott at the bottom. Oh, Bad Bunny at 2. I had no idea, man. I don't hate Bad Bunny. I literally, with God as my witness, I thought Bad Bunny debuted in like 2022. So I thought that obviously Taylor Swift has had like 4 times as much time in the spotlight. He might have. 2015. One thing, okay, Taylor Swift number 1, Bad Bunny number 2, probably Tragically Hip number 3, Weeknd 4, Ariana Grande 5, Ed Sheeran 6, number 7 probably got to be Kim Mitchell, if I had to guess, or maybe like Doug and the Slugs or something like that. Blue Rodeo. Paul, I know for sure, I may not share his political values, I'm guessing, but I'm sure Paul Brandt is somewhere in here. There's a lot of people in Alberta. Broken social scene in there for sure, man. Jan Arden. Yeah, Jan Arden, Amanda Marshall, Biff Naked. Biff Naked's got to be up there. Olivia Rodrigo may be in there. Listen, nobody asked for my opinion on this because clearly I'm out of touch. I'm not echoing consensus, which is very highly prized these days. Number 1 in my current pop star power rankings, it's Chappell Roan. Number 2 is Olivia Rodrigo. Olivia Rodrigo, she's been putting out some bangers. Bad Idea Right, Get Him Back, Vampire, these are good songs. Dua Lipa, I got nothing against Dua Lipa. If you want to listen to a song about like how fun it is to dance or whatever like that, it's just not, it's not really the wave that I'm on. Don't type LOL just because you think that I'm going to get in trouble for saying it. I've got nothing against Dua Lipa. She's been to the UN. I've never been to the UN. Silent about Sabrina. I'm pro Sabrina Carpenter. Moderately pro Sabrina Carpenter. I've never heard a Sabrina Carpenter song that to me hits the same combination of like catchy and hooky, but also having an emotional effect on me as something like a casual or something in that vein. But that doesn't mean Espresso's not a good song. It doesn't mean House Party's not clever. Doesn't mean Please Please Me doesn't have a hell of a chorus. That's the Beatles. I do love talking about the Beatles. So it wouldn't surprise me if I said please, please me instead of please, please, please. Why the fuck they serving the Queen Amman upside down at Nemesis? Hard Nut. First off, the Hard Nut is in Vancouver right now on vacation. Get it twisted. Streamers know everything about your personal life and they are your best friend. If nobody got you, I still got you. Thank you for taking our advice and getting a Lee's Donut from the Granville Island location and not just being like, well, I'm in Metro Town anyway, so I'm going to go to the Lee's pop-up. You went to the right location and you were rewarded with a sublime honey dip donut. I have to tell you, literally in the last 3 months, something happened in Vancouver. I'm not putting on airs. I'm not being facetious. They started flipping the Queen Ammans in Vancouver. They used to serve them with the crown at the top. And then I don't know if there was like a mandate or something that they sent out, but sometime in like February, they all flipped them so the crown was on the bottom. I'm glad that you've noticed it as well. I don't know what happened. You got Queen Amman opinions? I am a believer. I know that, like, listen, we're a little late. We're not early adopters here. The Queen Amman is going to be the pastry of the late 2020s. If you live in a part of the world that has not yet had Queen Ammans been placed in the bakery case side by side with the croissants, the Queen Amman is on a fucking wave right now. Invest early. It's been around for like 10 years. I'm pretty sure you'll find there's probably a recipe in a bread and cookbook from like the 13th century about how to make Queen Ammans if you want to be pithy about it, you fucking hipster. But these are now, food trends are not necessarily some shit that was invented like last year. It's some shit that like a Food Network personality discovered on a travel show where they went to Brittany, okay? They're going to take North America by storm. Get ready. And you're going to, if you don't buy early in the Queen Amman, don't say I didn't warn you is what I'm going to say. Don't say I didn't warn you. Just a higher percentage of people who are gay and cohabitating with a partner or spouse. I would think that it's Oregon. Higher percentage of people on public insurance. Raleigh, North Carolina. Higher percentage of days with wind speed over 10 miles an hour. Be fucking for real. How would I possibly know that? Assuming it's windy as fuck right here. Whatever. I don't know how windy it is in Kampala, Uganda. That's a crazy question. Absolutely no concept. Higher percentage of workers employed in the arts. Yeah, I'd probably say Los Angeles. Higher percentage of people who are Gen X. Bro, Denver strikes me as possibly the most Gen X city on the planet. Can I get a check on that? Somebody go check for me if Denver is the most Gen X city on the planet. I think it's where all of the people who were like 34 when they legalized weed in Colorado moved. Negative, I live there. I guess you're saying because you're not Gen X. But I already knew you weren't Gen X because you're watching the stream. If you were Gen X, you would be watching probably like Back to the Future right now, or like a video essay about like all the things you missed in Ferris Bueller's Day Off or so. Did you see the smile, the involuntary smile creep across my face? It's just so much fun to just poke a little bit of fun at the sacred cows of Gen X. All the movies that they grew up watching, well, both of my parents who had entered the workforce. I got home from school at 3:15, but mom didn't get home until 5. So there were 105 minutes every day where I had to look after myself, and all we ate, the Pop-Tarts came in aluminum bags. 1 in chat if your Pop-Tarts went in the toaster, 2 in chat if you just ate them right out of the refrigerator. Like, it's... I don't hate them. I just love to make fun of them. Just poke fun of them a little bit. Not even make fun, just to observe their trends and then parrot them back at them. What kind of Pop-Tarts did you guys have? The confetti sprinkle ones, the ones with the rainbow sprinkles on them and the vanilla icing. That strawberry filling? Yeah, I had a lot of those growing up for sure. I haven't had a Pop-Tart since, I'm going to guess, the year 2000. Dad bod veteran hours. I was, and I never talk in Howell's chat, because especially during Fleets, I don't want to throw off the vibes, because it's like trying to heckle like Dane Cook in the middle of his most famous comedy special or something like that. Like, you don't interrupt a master at work, okay? But I was watching him a little bit during his subathon, and he went to YouTube, and in his sidebar, it was a librarian video where I'm talking about like DoorDash or something like that. And I didn't say anything, but then he mentioned like me when I'm eating my DoorDash, and then this video comes up in the sidebar, and then I just typed "what the hell" in chat, and then I closed the tab because I got scared. Sometimes this also happened, it's getting really hard to convince me that I'm not the main character of this planet. Because I had Chiblee stream up, and then I went away for like hours. I came back, and he had raided Sandwich, and Sandwich was talking about the cruise. And she was saying like, oh, NL should make merch that's like, I got pregnant on the NL cruise. He's like likable enough that he could get away with it. And then her fucking stream went down, and everybody in chat was like, NL got you. NL got you. And I had to restrain myself from typing like just a smiley face in chat. I thought about how impactful it would be to just put a smiley face in chat at that moment and close the tab. I didn't because I didn't want to create an incident or anything like that. But it could have been a crazy moment. The aura farming would have been insane. But instead, I just talked about it, which gives you like much of the aura, but without taking the penalty. But I was also like, I had to remember what website I was on. I was like, if I type a smiley face, there's like 100 dumb motherfuckers who would be like, wait, NL probably actually did take her offline. They would have no understanding of the concept of misrepresenting a situation for comedic purpose, and would be like, whoa, what? Anyway, who cares about them? Somebody's got it. It's not me, obviously, but I hope somebody does so they can get out of whatever sorry situation has them acting like that. Let's play some catfishing. I nominate Dan. That's a good idea. Dan is an empath, to be honest. 13th century books in Latin. Works by Thomas Aquinas. Oh, there was a point where I knew this. Nah, I never knew this. I never knew Summa Theologica. I think I was thinking of Thomas Paine, man. Characters in A Midsummer's Night's Dream. Who is a fictional king? Bro, that's Hecube. That's Oberon. Whatever. Get that filth off my screen. 101 Dalmatians. Female characters in film. Fictional kidnappers. It's Cruella de Vil, man. 2019 video games about birds. Set in England. Untitled Goose Game. 15th century, I didn't say anything. I know you were waiting for me to give an opinion on Untitled Goose Game. I didn't say anything. Perpetrators of indigenous genocides in the Americas. Cortez? Tomás de Torquemada. I'm going to say it seems like a bad dude. Barbadian brands. Drink companies of Barbados. Rum produced in Barbados. Drink the rum in Malibu. We call it Malibuya. A coconut-flavored liqueur. 17th century Anglo-Irish people. And in my head, I could just hear Michael Stipe. Anglo-Irish people. Would they be holding hands? Libby, can you weigh in on this? Anglo-Irish people holding hands. Well, no, not so much. Maybe some of them maybe. Some of them maybe would be holding hands. 18th century Irish male writers who were political writers and novelists and English satirists. I mean, you always got to hit him with a Robbie Burns, Jonathan Swift. Can we get some fucking Farley Mowat questions, man? Can we get some questions about Gary Paulson or some shit like that? You're going to ask me about some British authors. Can I get a question about Margaret Atwood or something? Who's Farley Mowat? Yeah, I bet you don't know shit about the Group of Seven, man. Who's Margaret Atwood? Okay, that's crazy. Can we get some questions about Fifth Business, man? 1863 births, 1937 deaths, art competitors at the 1912 Summer Olympics. Knights of the Order of Orange Nassau. Yeah, I mean, there was just a 0% chance I was going to get Charles Pierre de Freddy, Baron de Coubertin. It's just not going to happen. 25 kilovolt AC railway electrification? It's the Channel? The Channel Tunnel, also known as the Channel. 2010 establishments in California. Internet properties established in 2010. It's Humble! Okay, wait, excuse me. I'm taking my half point on that. That's Humble. Humble kind of the goats, man. I hope they're doing okay. Did you know they published the mobile version of Slay the Spire? My introduction to indie games. Humble Bundle was a revolutionary business model, man. They were like, hey, what if we gave you the 7 best indie video games of all time? And we suggest you pay $10 with 70% of it going to charity. But you could also just give us a penny if you want. It's absolutely insane. They sold out and fell off. Can I say something without you thinking I'm evil? I feel like they probably had to sell out to try to keep the lights on because people were buying the bundles for a penny, man. I think that's a very unsustainable business model. Suggested by Josh S. Is that true? That could be Josh, man. You're getting Super Meat Boy FTL and Braid for $1, man. There was always that one performative motherfucker who would buy it for $1,000. Bro, that's Notch, man. He might be in chat. There's always number 1, Anonymous. Who gives a shit? Number 2, Notch. This is easily the slowest dulls we've ever done, and it's awesome. How much would you buy Slay the Spire for? If video games were priced fairly, I know I've said this before, so I'm playing the hits, but Slay the Spire is legitimately worth more than a console. It is like, it should cost as much as Pong cost in 1978, if we're talking about it fairness. The fact that they released it at like $20 or something like that, literally, you should look at that as like it's 98% off every single day. Slay the Spire 2, post this first balance change, I would say $3. $3, ever since they changed the door maker. Why would you price by playtime? It's not priced by playtime. It's priced by how much fulfillment it's given me in my life. Slay the Spire 1, I think I bought it on the phone. It's like $10. It's worth at least $5,000. It might be worth more. I don't know, but I don't want to say that because the gamers will get mad at me. It's worth more than the phone. They should be giving you the phone for free. If we're being honest, like Instagram should be buying all of us our phones and then just having like the apps installed so that they can keep us in the ecosystem. Mark Zuckerberg should be paying for every single smartphone you ever get. I mean, this is like a 339-degree angle. 341? 343 guilty spark? Ooh, why I wasn't even not boiling! Oh! Ooh. Guessing by 2 when it says hot and not boiling. Unforced error, bro. Wait, what does VIP Daniel say? The scammers added admins to a Facebook business page in my name and blasted AI mobile ads in Thailand. Fuck Facebook. Yes, sir. I don't give a fuck how good Marketplace is. I ain't going back. Everyone's got to have their limits, man. Never had Facebook in my life. That is a huge dub. I will forgive myself. I got Facebook when I was 17. You can forgive me for being naive and optimistic about technology at that point in my life. My prefrontal cortex was like 30% developed or something like that. I was like, bro, all these websites are solving real problems. Like, here's a problem. I don't have a place where strangers can see photos of me being blackout drunk. Like, it's innovative. Motherfucker. Hold. I had to get it because our high school class had a group we had to join. I ain't mad at you for that one. That's not your fault. What am I supposed to do about this guy, man? Oh! I guess you just shoot over top of him. When I went to college, everyone was on Messenger. I felt like I was going insane. I have to think about this because you were probably in college, shit, like 2017? I don't know, man. I'm not going to judge a college student for being on Facebook. That seems like, appropriate. It's the same way I'm not going to judge like an 80-year-old for being on Facebook. Like they don't get the further ramifications, and that's fine. Grandma just wants a place to put every single news article she reads every single day and go, whoa, this is crazy. And also to wish happy birthday to like someone she went to elementary school with. That's fine. Grandma can do a little bit of that as a treat. Old. My social life's fucked because everything's on Instagram. I hear you. I love like trying to go to a business's website to figure out like if they're open or like what their services and goods are. But then they're like, we don't have a website. We have a Facebook page that you can't access unless you're logged in, and an Instagram page that you can't access unless you're logged in. I'm like, well, I guess I won't be getting my ice cream from your establishment. Could you just spin something up on Squarespace for those of us who fucking hate Mark Zuckerberg? Could you just go to like it doesn't just get some WordPress plugins or something like that. It just like the domain doesn't even have to be good. It just has to be like your business's name dash city, and I don't even care what the TLD is, man. We made it, y'all. It was a little embarrassing on that one. What is Temingle? Temingle, my liege. We gotta speed this shit up. I've been at this for 2 hours, which is crazy. It's actually insane. I was like, oh, man, I'll just do the dulls really quick and then play something else. I've been doing this shit for 2 hours, man. It's kind of awesome. Oh my God, what are we what are we doing? What are we doing, man? I don't know how to cut this shit in half. That's crazy. Oh my God. All right. I got to think about it for a second. It definitely does look like a CS knife. Could be worse, man. Could be worse, honestly. Slippery boss from Act 1. A lot of Slay the Spire going on there. Can I say something about Sydney to Nerdle, which is obviously my favorite website? But it scares me when a website says there's been an update, click refresh. I've never encountered another website in my entire life that's like, the website has updated, please press F5. I thought it was just like when you access the website, it's just like, here's the updated version. Apparently there are other ones, never mind. We can't keep letting Freud win. Movie about a guy who wants to sleep with his mom. We can't keep letting Freud win. Honestly, first thing I thought, the Addams Family. So structurally perfect, it may have eventually ruined movies. Who the hell is John F. Kennedy? Now make like a tree and get out of here. I should know this. 80s director. Oh, it is Back to the Future. Back to the Future, he does want to fuck his mom. Or no, she wants to fuck him. That's not Freud, you Philistine! That's like something else. Freud is when you say one thing and you mean your mother. This is a different sort of thing. Freud did Oedipus too? I doubt it, bro. He was a man in like the 1800s. It's from like the junior soprano era. What do you mean by that? In 1897, if you ate a woman's pussy, it meant you were gay. Now you're going to ask me to explain it? Doesn't make any fucking sense to me. But that's the way it fucking was, apparently. It's what I've derived from like the media that I've seen, at the very least. Kind of makes no sense at all. My Armenian friend still thinks that. I don't know anything about that. Okay, you're really setting me up for like that's a bit of a suicide pass. I don't know if that's emblematic of the opinion of all people from Armenia. I would think that it's not a monolith. I would think that they have very diverse opinions on cunnilingus, considering there's like tens of millions of them, at the very least millions of them. I don't know, man. See, someone in chat said my Armenian friend eats me out all the time. You know what's crazy? Might be the same person. Wouldn't it be crazy if it was the same person? It just turned out the first person who thought that the Armenian dude wasn't a real eater just got just got a stank box. Wouldn't that be something? And this is how you found out? This is how you were like you didn't know this whole time? Oh. You're 35, bro. That's nice of you to say. I'm literally 37. But that's because if I was 25, I'd be like, wouldn't it be interesting if? No, I can't say that. I don't know. But and then like type it in the Discord. No, it's okay. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. That's the type. I'd be saying that type of shit if I was 25. Don't say smelly cat, smelly cat. Okay, Phoebe Buffet type shit. Let's see what the vibes are like on Dr. Ortle today. Could be better. A 16-year-old girl presents with several days of excessive thirst, frequent urination, and fatigue. You have a type 1 diabetes mellitus. She reports waking multiple times at night to urinate and has been drinking large amounts of water. You're drinking too much water. Hyperhidrosis. Too much, you are drowning. You are drowning yourself with water. You have an enlarged prostate. You have benign prostatic hyperplasia. She was involved in a motor vehicle collision 2 months ago with a brief loss of consciousness. Maybe you could have mentioned that before the water. A brief loss of consciousness. You have an amygdala. You have a laceration. You have a pituitary prolactinoma. This is bad. Laboratory studies show a serum sodium of 152 milliequals per liter, a plasma osmolality of 3. Okay, I'm just going to take a shot in the dark. You probably got You got rhabdomyolysis. Water deprivation testing fails to significantly increase urine osmolality. I got horrible news. You got rabies virus. You are in a lot of trouble. Administration of desmopressin leads to a marked increase in urine osmolality. That changes everything. That's interesting. So when you don't drink water, your urine doesn't get more concentrated. Your kidneys are, you have a fucking kidney, you have a pre-renal acute kidney injury. Sento, a different diabetes! I said diabetes! Central diabetes insipidus. Someone in my Discord told me that diabetes insipidus was literally called that because doctors used to taste your pee to see if it was sweet, to see if you had diabetes. And they called it insipidus if they were like, you should have a sipidus. My Armenian friend has that job. Okay, good one. Listen, you're going to get me in trouble. Um, Nobody said that. I said I want credit for that joke.